Hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So, Saturday morning, nice and early, we're off to farmers markets because Saturday is payday for us. So we've been up this morning, got some chores done, got the trucks and all packed. Son and I are heading down the road. Let's see what kind of day we're gonna have at the market today. All right, standard setup, red and white tent. We talked about this before. Red and white tent, red and white tablecloths, red and white coolers, color matched everything so it all kind of blends together. Remember, your number one goal at any farmer's market, festival, fair, anything like that you're selling at is to get attention. If you can't get attention and get people to come to your market or come to your booth, you're not gonna make money. So you got to get them over there. Real clear what we do. Meat market, we're not the vegetable guys. We're the ones selling meat. So if you're looking for tomatoes, we're not it. But we can sell you some bacon to go with that tomato sandwich. Got the farm business in the back. It's kind of hard to see with the sun coming through. Name, phone number, website address. So all that's on there. Got the coolers labeled. Got these really nice magnetic signs. These are metal, and then all of the labels are magnetic and they go on there. We get these from J. Morgan Signs in Greensboro. Jeff does a fantastic job with this. He actually does the signage for, I think it's the Westminster or the AKC Kennel Club show, the one that they have in Madison Square Garden in the winter. So he's the one that came up with this idea because this is real similar to what they do for the different breeds when they come out for the shows. So each cooler is labeled with what's on there. Folks come up, hey, what you got? What you see on these menu boards in the front is what we've got. Couple pro tips here. Take credit cards. We use the Square. I think mine's in the truck. We use the Square, but you need to be able to take credit cards. Customers are going to spend more with you, and we have a lot of folks come up and say, well, I'm about out of cash. Hey, we take a card. Oh, you take a card? Well, then they'll go ahead and buy from you. So make sure that you can take cards. Apple Pay, Venmo, we do it all. You got to make it easy for the customers to spend money with you. Inside the coolers, product is in here. We use these really nice ice blankets on top, keep everything cold. We get those on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can pick those up. In the bottom we have these Cooler Shock packs, gel packs that stay cold for an extended period of time, and I'll leave a link for those down there too. Something else, have some business cards, and get you some business cards, have those out for customers so that they can pick them up. And then take I need to get them out. There, through the magic of editing, bags mysteriously appear. Have bags, have new bags. Don't have a bag full of old Walmart bags. That just looks chintzy. Get you some new bags, get you a nice bag holder, and bag your customers' product up for them if they want it. We have a lot of folks that show up that have their own cooler bag, their own shopping bag. Fantastic. But if they don't, have new bags. Don't use your old wore out Food Line, Walmart, Kroger bags that have got holes in them and that you've wadded up. Just, man, be professional about this thing. Got a cash box. Keep change in there. I've got a fan. I got this thing at Harbor Freight. Man, let me tell you, this sucker puts out the air. And on a hot day like today, that's welcome. So there it is. That's the market setup. Pretty simple. Takes us about 30 minutes to put it up. We'll do this market, then I'll break down, go over to Smith Grove, and stick around the end. We'll do a market report, talk about what the day done for us, what our sales were like. All right, we're ready. Fingers crossed. Oh, we got a new product. We got a brand new product. Look at here. Hot dogs. No mystery meat, no lips, buttholes, and whatever fell on the floor. Pure ground pork. Hot dogs. We tried some of these last night. Jamie and Sarah from Seven Stands came over to the house, and we grilled some of these babies up. They are fantastic. Really good. Pork hot dogs. 100% pork. That's all that's in it. Just pork. What a novel idea. For those of you doing markets, I'm going to prepare you for the most asked question you will ever get. Are you here every Saturday? Every Saturday, 8:30 to 11:30. 3 years now. Where you been? All right, so it's about 20 minutes to 11. So I've got about an hour to go here. Sondra's still got a couple hours at her market, and then I've got the other one to go to. As of right now, we are about 20% off of where we were last week. We've had 41 sales, a little over $32 per transaction. So we're down a little bit, but we're moving. So. All right, we're over at the Smith Grove Market now, and it's 20 minutes till 3. So I've been here for an hour and 40 minutes. $44 worth of business. There's only 4 vendors here today. Had a number of customers that have come in, bought from 3 of the other vendors, and never even walked over. I don't know if people think that we're like the Omaha steak guy that's kind of creeping through your neighborhood. But this small market, we made a commitment to the market manager that we'd be here this year. So we're here. We're going to continue to be here. But after this year, I don't know if it's going to be. But you know, last week, I'd done like $600 here last week. This week, not so much. So we got another almost an hour to go. We'll pack up, get home, probably have a nap, and then look at the numbers. A rough day. Sondra has outsold me. She's more than doubled in sales what I've done today, and that's kind of rare, and I hate to admit that. I really hate to admit that, but she's outsold me today. All right, y'all. I'm glad that one's over. I don't think I've had a worse farmer's market since maybe Sondra and I got started. I think it was $44 at that market. Lord of mercy. And it's hot. You know, so it's frustrating. That's extremely frustrating because granted there weren't a whole lot of customers there today, but the majority of customers that came through didn't even visit our booth, and I don't understand that. I don't know why. You know, we talk about this all the time. You've got to get attention. You got to get people's attention. And frankly, we're the most colorful booth there. We've got good signage. No mystery what we have to sell. The coolers are marked. So, but I mean, we just would have people that would not even stop. they would go to the, you know, the other vendors, and good for them. And I'm, you know, the other vendors, I hope they had a good day. I really do. But man, it is just so frustrating to sit there and just watch people walk by, and not even stop, or intentionally come in and work a route around that just avoids you. I'm not sure how to fix that. I don't know if maybe there's some targeted advertising that we need to do in this zip code. And then the question becomes, is that juice worth the squeeze? You know, is it worth putting money? You know, are you throwing good money after bad? Yeah, I filled the truck up this morning. Well, I didn't fill it up, but I put $85 worth of diesel in the truck this morning. And I didn't even make the fuel payment to go to that market today. So sour grapes, sure, yeah, I'll grant that, but man, that's tough. Anyway, I got about an hour drive. It's hot. I got the air conditioner going. I'm gonna stop and get something cold to drink, and we'll see y'all back at the farm. We'll talk about the numbers. We'll look and see what we done for the day. I know that Sandra just absolutely blew me out of the water, so I'm gonna have to listen to that gloating now for a couple of days probably. But I'm glad she done well. She's got a real good following at her market. I mean, you know, the customers down there, they know her, they love her. She's been sort of their farmer for a number of years now. So anyway, let's get home, look at the numbers, see how we done overall, and yeah, it's been a Saturday. Hey, Reuben. Hello, Buckster. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hot and tired. Let's get this stuff off this truck. All right, back home. I'm gonna have to hustle through this because it's about to storm here. The skies are getting kind of dark. I want to go through the numbers real quick. I'm not going to give very, very specifics on dollar figures. I will do another video and I'll post that over on Patreon. So if you want to hear those specific raw numbers, I'll post that video over there. Again, we use Patreon as a means to kind of filter through a lot of questions and comments and that sort of thing. We get so many texts and emails and comments on YouTube and Facebook questions. It's impossible to get to all of it. So if you've got a question over on Patreon, I promise you that we'll answer you over there. So real quick, overall, and again, I'm not going to do specific numbers. Overall, 63 transactions. We've done 63 transactions today. That was off about 5% from last week. Per sales transaction was a little over $30. That's off from about 12% last week. A little bit disappointed in my performance today. Sandra sold more than double what I did, which is fine, but that Clemens market is usually a really good market for us, and we sell a lot of product over there. Last week and today, it was off. Not sure why, but it was off. And then that last market I done, Smith Grove, I went back and looked, I sold $51 there. That's extremely disappointing. I don't think I've had a $51 market since we got started in this, when the only thing we had was honey and eggs. So a bit disappointed there, but it is what it is. We done the lion's share, more than double what we done in cash business, we done in card business. We'll pay over $40 in card fees. And you know, I mentioned this earlier, if you're selling at farmers markets, and you're not taking cards, you are leaving money on the table. Studies have shown customers will typically spend about 18% more with a card than they will with cash. And we've even had customers that have bought from us because they had a card and were out of cash. So take those cards. We use the Square. It's easy to use, super simple. There's a nice app that you can put on your phone. You can use your phone as your cash register right there. You don't have to have any of their fancy pieces of equipment. Your phone works fine. It works great. You know, we do 6 figures and we use phones. It works. There's no problem. The reporting piece online, their online site, The reporting is much more robust than what you can get off the app. But the app gives you some pretty powerful stuff. So Square would highly recommend it. Check it out if you're doing market sales, and you need to be taking cards. Big sellers for today. We sold 20 individual packs of ground beef, and then Sandra sold a 20-pound ground beef box. So that's 40 pounds of ground beef. Plus, I had a pre-order on Barn to Door, which is our online platform, sold 5 pounds of ground beef over there. So we sold 45 pounds of ground beef today. Big seller. That was our leading product in terms of just numbers. We also sold 14 packs of boneless pork chops, 12 packs of short ribs, 11 packs of chicken breasts. We processed some chickens earlier in the week, so we had chicken back in stock today. 11 packs of chicken breasts. Sandra said she sold everything in her chicken cooler except for 1 pack of, like a stock pack. We call them frames, backs and wings tips. So she sold the devil out of chicken breasts, a chicken overall. Hot dogs, you know, that was a new product. I mentioned that a while ago. Tried that out last night with Jamie and Sarah from Seven Stands. Hot dogs are really good. No mystery meat, all pork. None of those lips and other parts and pieces. The leading category for today in dollar figures would be pork, followed by beef, followed by poultry, and then in terms of per item count, we sold more beef items than we did pork items, but the dollar amount per item was a little bit higher on the pork. So, man, overall it's been a good week. We use the week kind of as our gauge for how we're doing in terms of the business. We had a good day at Boone on our Tuesday market. We had 2 customers here yesterday on farm. A gentleman and his son had come up for a tour. They bought a couple of roasts, and then we had another customer that just drove up, and they ended up spending, almost $200. They bought a bunch of stuff. So overall, good week. You know, that's what it takes. You just got to be consistent, be at those markets every week, be in front of those customers, continue to bring good, high quality product, and service your customers as best you can. Again, if you want ribeyes, you're going to have to buy some ground beef. Had a guy come today. He had been coming, man, he came like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. You got any ribeyes? Got any ribeyes? No, and I gave him the date. I said, we're going to have ribeyes on such and such, last week of July or whatever it was. Well, I had ribeyes for 2 weeks and he didn't show. So he came today. You got any ribeyes? No, man, I had them the past 2 weeks. We're out. He was very upset, but I can't help it. I mean, you've only got so many ribeyes on a cow, and if you're not going to help me out by buying other stuff, I'm certainly not going to try to save any for you and make it work. But anyway, support those farmers. If you're not a farmer and you like watching our videos for what we do, go support some local farms in your area. Those guys are working hard, sweating it in the heat, working in the cold and the rain and the nasty. And go buy some product. They're doing a good job. And if you're farming, stick with it. God didn't put you in this to not be successful. So hang in there. Like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video.